Welcome to Barding About Xena, where we bard and you listen. I hope you guys had a fabulous Halloween. We did. If you didn't get a chance to look at our Instagram for pictures of what we wore for Halloween, you totally should. Follow our Instagram at barding_about_Xena_ in the description. Find it, like our last post, leave a comment on what you wore for Halloween, because I really want to know. I don't know if you remember our last video where I talked about meeting Renee O'Connor. Well, I did, and let me show you what she signed. I might still be freaking out just a little bit. During her autograph session, she looked at my inspiration board and I told her that I was an actress and a writer, and she said, "I'll be looking for you." I nearly had a heart attack. She put on my board, "Anything is possible. If you can dream it, you can be it. All love, Renee O'Connor." Let me give you a little backstory. Atlanta Comic-Con is still fairly new. So her panel was pretty, I don't want to say empty, but there weren't that many people at her panel, so I was able to ask a few questions. During the panel, whenever she talked about anything relating to the entertainment industry, whether it was production or acting, she would pretty much beeline and directly talk to me and be like, "Where's my actress?" And I was like, "Here, I'm right here. Hi." I felt like I got a lot of one-on-one attention, and it was, yeah. So that was my experience with meeting Renee O'Connor, and it was really incredible, and I could honestly talk about it for days. But that's not why we're here. We're talking about 5 ways that Xena is relevant today. Let's do it! Number 1.
Sisters are doing it for themselves.
Pretty sure Gabrielle said it's a man's world, but we let them have it. True. Not to say that we don't love men, because we do, and we need you. We need you men to be with us and to stand with us, to show that we all deserve to have equal rights. Having one female lead in the 90s was a big deal, let alone 2. It was a completely female power show, which is totally relevant to today because of everything going on with the Me Too movement, women using their collective voices for change, and trying to get equality in the workplace. Xena and Gabrielle are powerful role models for this time because they demonstrate that women can do anything. Number 2.
People everywhere just wanna be free.
What you have to say matters, and if you believe in something strongly, you should voice it, no matter what judgment you may receive, because everyone has an opinion about something. It's just about whether or not you're willing to speak up for it. The show taught us to be a part of something bigger than ourselves and to fight for the greater good. One way that is completely relevant to today, this week actually, is our right to vote. It is a beautiful right that many people don't get around the world, to vote for what they want in their government. We have an obligation. If we don't like something, we have to speak up about it, and we have to vote. Just do it. November 6th. Number 3. For the 90s, Xena was incredibly diverse. Granted, really whitewashed, but they did their best for what they could do. They explored cultures and religions from India, China, Japan, and they even dove into really difficult topics to talk about, such as the Middle East. She even had a black boyfriend, which was not done in the 90s. It just wasn't. Even today, in almost 2019, we still have issues with diversity. So for Xena to have done that in the 90s is a big deal. Xena proved that inclusion and diversity matter, and that equal representation across the board is incredibly important. Number 4. This is a big one. You ready for it?
Love at first sight, my specialty.
I watched Xena when I was a child. I didn't really see all the subtext. All I saw was 2 badass women who were best friends who would do anything for each other. I remember admiring how they were opposites who were attracted. Their differences is what brought them together and what balanced each other out. And whether or not you saw the subtext, it didn't matter, because the basis of their relationship was love. Whether you're bisexual, gay, straight, it doesn't matter. Love is love is love, and Xena proved that. And last but not least, number 5.
And you undo what you create. Step through the wheel, follow your fate.
If Xena taught us anything, it's that we can evolve as human beings, and we are not bound by any sort of destiny. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Do the things that scare you so that you can live the life that you want. You can be one thing one day, and then tomorrow you can reinvent yourself. It's that simple. Oh my god, I need some coffee. Oh, I just just realized that the holiday cups are already here. If you haven't seen our last videos, make sure you watch them, like, subscribe, and leave in the comments one way that you think Xena is relevant to today. I really want to know your opinion. Make sure you follow us on Instagram for updates on when our next video will drop. Until next time.